Hi there, my name is Vanessa Prone and welcome to the Motive Nutrition channel. If you have ever struggled with emotional eating, then today's video is for you. I'm going to be sharing with you 4 steps to help you get a handle on it. So if you've ever dealt with emotional eating, then you know how overwhelming it can be. It's very hard and it could sometimes feel like you're just drowning in this vicious cycle. Now, before I get into my steps to help you get a handle on this, I want you to know one thing. We're all emotional beings. It is okay and normal to sometimes use food for comfort or to eat a little bit when you're stressed. Or heck, I know that I'll procrastinate when I feel overwhelmed and I have a long list of things to tackle, but I'll just find something to snack on instead. The idea here is that you're aware of it and that you don't guilt yourself into anything. Where it can become a little bit more problematic is if you start to really use food as a way to completely disconnect and escape from what you're feeling. And this is where the 4 steps that I'm going to share with you today can come in handy. So the 4 steps are pretty simple. I use them in private practice with our clients and I want you to easily remember how it works. So the 4 steps follow the acronym JUMP. So J-U-M-P. Step number 1 is journaling, or J. So the first thing you want to do if emotional eating is something that you struggle with is start tracking what you eat and how you feel, doing this over a couple of days. Sometimes it just helps to get your thoughts out of your head and onto paper. And I know when you're in the moment, it could be really, really difficult, but eventually, after a few days, what you've written down, you can see a little bit more objectively. You create a little bit of distance between yourself and the actual event, and it allows you to see some patterns. Maybe you'll notice that you eat a bit more emotionally at the end of a stressful workday, or you'll have noted that you had a really big project that week and maybe that's why you had an emotional eating episode. The idea with the journaling is to get yourself out of your mind, onto paper, and start tracking so that we can start identifying some patterns. The next step is you uncover. So that's where the journaling came in. What we want to do here is uncover the trigger for the emotional eating episode. Let's really figure out what happened and what was the emotion behind it. And the reason we want to do this is because when we talk about our next step, which is M, meeting our needs in a healthy way, the only way we can meet our needs in a healthy way is if we know what we're dealing with. And it's very different. I'm going to suggest that you do something differently if you're feeling stressed than if you're just feeling sad and lonely. So once you've journaled and then you've uncovered that you feel sometimes stressed, or in your case maybe you just feel anxious, then we could go ahead and learn how to meet that need in a healthier way. So for example, if the pattern that you're in is eating after a very stressful day because you are very overwhelmed at work, or somebody said something, or the environment is very, very difficult and the way that you cope is by escaping with food. What we want to do to meet our needs in a healthier way is really figure out how to bring that stress level down at work. Now, not everybody can just up and quit their job, so what you might need to do is either talk to somebody at work to make that a little bit of a less stressful environment for you, or make sure that you introduce a lot of stress management techniques into your daily life. The idea here is to meet our needs in a healthy way without using food. So we're breaking the cycle of using food to kind of calm our emotions. And finally, the last step is P, for planning. And the idea is to plan consistently to meet those needs in healthy ways for a very long time. So oftentimes clients will stop feeling stress and then they feel like they're doing great, and so they'll kind of cancel all of their stress relieving activities. And then when the stress comes back at work, those elements that were helping them are no longer there. The idea is that you want to plan to have these ways to meet your needs in healthy ways, to manage your emotions consistently throughout the year, throughout your lifetime. This way, if there is a slip up, you know that you can turn to that to meet your needs in a healthy way instead of turning to food. So there you have it. Those are 4 simple steps to just help you get a handle on emotional eating. Now, of course, I really want you to know if this seems much more overwhelming to you, if you feel completely out of control, then please reach out to a professional to help you. A dietitian, a psychologist, there are people out there that can really help you. There is no reason for you to do this alone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If it resonated with you, I would love for you to comment. Let me know what you do to manage your emotional eating. Is this something that resonated with you? Please like this video and maybe share it with a friend that you think might enjoy it. And head on over to my blog at motivenutrition.com for more tips and inspiration like this. See you next time.